High above the mist-covered forests of central Sri Lanka, a lonely summit rises, Adam's Peak. At 2,243 meters above sea level, the mountain has drawn pilgrims for over 1,000 years, but they don't climb it for the view. Near the top lies a shallow depression pressed into the rock, shaped unmistakably like a human foot and far larger than any human could leave. Roughly 1.8 meters long and deeply embedded in stone, the mark is known by many names and claimed by many faiths. To Buddhists, it is the sacred footprint of the Buddha himself, made during a miraculous visit to the island. To Hindus, it belongs to Shiva, lord of the dance, who stamped his presence on the mountaintop. Christians and Muslims believe it marks the spot where Adam, the first man, set foot on earth after being cast from Eden. Each tradition tells a different story. Each one is certain. The footprint is enshrined in a small temple, protected by a roof and surrounded by bells, shrines, and offerings. For centuries, pilgrims have made the arduous journey up thousands of stone steps to pay homage, some barefoot, some chanting, some carrying candles through the pre-dawn darkness to reach the peak by sunrise. At daybreak, shadows stretch across the landscape below in the shape of a triangle, a natural phenomenon often interpreted as another sign of the mountain's divinity. But beneath the reverence lies a puzzle. Is the footprint a natural formation shaped by erosion and human imagination? Or was it carved, and if so, by whom and when? Geologists have long debated the origin of the mark. Some believe it is a naturally weathered indentation, later modified by ancient hands to emphasize its shape. Others argue it was entirely man-made, possibly during the Anuradhapura period over 1,000 years ago, when the site became a major center of pilgrimage. But no definitive dating has ever been established. The rock has no inscription, no signature, no context, just the outline of something unmistakably human, embedded in timeless stone. What gives the footprint its power isn't just its shape, it's the weight of belief layered on top of it. Different cultures, separated by faith and language, converged on the same symbol. Somehow they all saw themselves in it. The mark became a mirror. Even Marco Polo mentioned Adam's Peak in his travels, writing of a miraculous footprint high in the mountains of Ceylon. Later, European explorers speculated wildly, some calling it a relic of a giant race, others dismissing it as clever fakery. But no one left indifferent. To this day, the pilgrimage continues. By torchlight, families and strangers climb together. The journey is long, the air grows thin, and the body tires. But when the summit is reached and the footprint appears beneath a haze of incense and sunrise, the silence says more than any scripture. Still, for all its spiritual gravity, the footprint remains physically unexplained. And it raises a deeper question. What else might the ancient world have left behind, hidden not in plain sight but deliberately sealed away?